So here we are in a very pivotal game for both Silverton and Corvallis. This is Doug Osterhout here again, and next to me is Jerry Stevens, and we'll be here for the entire game, give you the whole play-by-play and the rundown.
It's a big game, Doug. It's a 5-team race for the league's 4 5A state playoffs, and boy, you couldn't say there's any more riding on this game than maybe the whole world.
I think so. Unfortunately, Silverton's coming off a couple tough games. 2 weeks ago, they went down to Albany and got beat by the best team in the state, and one of the, at least in the 5A state, if not the entire state. West Albany did a pretty good number on Silverton. West Albany is big, they're fast, they have everything going for them. They should, of course, they're defending state champions, and they could possibly win it again. And then last week, they had a disappointment down at South Albany. So
the West Albany game was really, really tough, or I should say the South Albany game, because they had hopes were high, but the turnover bug bit them.
Yeah, both coaches talked about that. Said it's very difficult to win when you put yourself in a hole by giving them the ball, and that's kind of the things they've been working on all this week. A couple things they've been working on. First of all, is taking care of the ball. Let's keep that ball here. And a couple things we're also going to see something new. We might see somebody new at quarterback for the Foxes. We might see a little bit more of Taylor Burton, and they might use Luke Ferguson out on the split and out on the receiver point there.
Changing it up.
Yeah, a little bit of change up. Nothing anybody's done wrong. They wanted to make sure that they've been very pleased with both the kids' plays here, but they wanted to look at more of the Wildcat offense and get Taylor the ball. They feel real comfortable with him. They see he's talented kid. Let's get him the ball as much as we can. So this is one way to get him the ball.
The coaches were on the kids all week at practice about really taking care of that ball, but also on their offense, getting up to the line quick and keeping the momentum on their side.
It's been a big thing for Coach Gregg the entire season is they need to be disciplined at the line, and they need to pretty much show the team they mean business, show the other team who's in charge. They want to control the line of scrimmage. They want to control it by not only by the timing, but they want to be there, ready to go. So we'll see. They've got a offense that they are going to use no huddle. We'll see what happens there. Let's see if they can catch some of the Corvallis people on their heels. And on defense, they've been working real hard this week. You saw some of the work they've done because they're a little bit banged up in the backfield. Now they can recover. Number one, Jared Hilton, who's one of the top defensive backs, and he also doubles as a wideout. He's one of the fastest on the team. He got a shot in the South Albany game, and his leg is out, and unfortunately he's out for the season. And then number two, Ricky Zeiss, took an unfortunate blow here in the Crescent Valley game and broke his wrist. And Ricky's out for the season as well. Two boys seniors both, who could help the team an awful lot. But Coach Gregg said, yeah, we're going to miss them, but he feels he's got some replacements that hopefully that will step up and do the job.
Yeah, and even one of the Craig boys is hurt, but he's playing, and they looked fired up during practice this week. So it's going to be a very interesting game.
You know, saying the Craig boys are fired up is a definite understatement. I saw them in the parking lot. I was going home the other day, and I said, Josh, what, you got a bad wing there? And he goes, just because I've got a bad arm, it's not going to stop me. You tell those people on TV, it's not going to slow me down a bit. So,
I believe them.
Yeah, Josh and Jake, great guys, hard hitters, good football players, captains of the team as well, and I think they're doing an excellent job today. Yeah.
Now the Spartans are coming on the field, and that Wooten kid, he's been doing pretty good. In fact, he's leading. He's ranked 5th in scoring. He scored 48 points, but of course, right above him in 4th place is Nelson Sin, who you say we might not see as much.
Well, Coach Klein, the offense coordinator, is planning something a little different. He said he may not see Nelson as much in the first half, but in the second half, we should see a healthy dose. Of course, he's an outstanding player, one of the top athletes on the team, and he is ranked number 3 in scoring in our league right now, behind, a couple West Albany kids who pretty much score at will. Then, of course, we saw Oglesby from Crescent Valley, and we were able to shut him down. An outstanding player, him. And then the South Albany kid who ran through us so much last week. So I look for a good game for Nelson. And Wooten, I haven't had a chance to see him this year, but the coaches speak highly of him. I guess he's pretty young.
Yeah, young kid, but he's very athletic, and he likes to get the ball. So the defense is going to really have to contain those corners. They were working on that all week.
I also look for Corvallis to spread it out because they like to spread on the offense. They do pass it. Quarterback is very mobile. He gets around really. Probably that's another reason I think they might be looking at Taylor. He's a little bit more mobile than Luke Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
Luke's got the arm and has got the experience back there, but with Corvallis being as quick as they are, Corvallis is a pretty fast team. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, as we're moving in towards kickoff here, it'll be the whole playoff picture is really there's a lot can happen this week. A lot pivots on this week, and so we'll see what happens here tonight.
Right now, we'll turn it over to the band under the direction of Tim Duffy, who will be playing our national anthem. National anthem is performed by the Silverton High School Band under the direction of Tim Duffy. Tim's band teacher here for well over 20 years, has a wonderful band. He brought his band today. He knew how big this game was to the players, so he brought a lot of players today on himself. Saw a few of the middle school kids today who were excited to be able to come up and sit in the stands and play with the high school today. Well, anyway, let's go back to the game. What do you expect to see from the Spartans today, Jerry?
Well, like I said, they want to spread it out. I think they're going to come at them with the run first, but anything's wide open. They both play very similar styles of offense, and who knows, we might even see a trick play or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. Now, Corvallis has one of the best traditions in football in the state. They've been ranked in the top 10 many times over the years and actually have won state titles. But Corvallis, here they are to kick off, and that looks like number 23, Cody England, who's going to do the kickoff. And a good kick, well back into the end zone. And that was our own Nelson Sin, who we'll see a lot of today, chasing after the ball. So Foxes will take it 1st and 10 at their own 20 after the touchback. Well, first chance to see who's going to play quarterback for the Foxes here.
As you can see, not a big group in the stands tonight. It's kind of cold. Weather has changed here in Silverton, that's for sure. But the players are certainly fired up.
Yeah, fall is here. I enjoyed visiting with most of the players today. They are extremely excited. They are very happy to be here. Well, Silverton breaks out. Nice spread offense. Got 3 guys out wide, 2 guys in the backfield, and quarterback under center. They send Taylor in motion. Ferguson takes the ball. Quick handoff in the middle. That's Nelson Sin. Looks like about 7 yards. You can see the size of the players is considerably different the last couple games here. It looked like they're both very similar size.
Yeah.
Coach Gregg talks about the athleticism of the Foxes being superior, and he depends on that a lot.
I think Sin's a good example of that. He's a shorter kid, but man, he is quick and he can move, and I was impressed watching him this week.
Goes Taylor Burton in motion, Ferguson in the shotgun. Quick fake handoff.
Tony,
Yes, throws it out there.
nice gain.
Yeah, Zach Tony with a good gain. Looks like enough for the first down. It gave him another, looks like 7 yards there.
Defense was really playing off there on that play.
And notice how quick they went into that play. Very quick huddle, almost a no huddle there.
They're right on the line already.
The linemen are they're chomping at the bit here. I think this has to do with the pace you were talking about. Looks like we may see something a little bit here. We're in the shotgun again.
And they hit him at the line.
Yeah, another handoff to Nelson Sin, and they got him right at the line. So they may have actually lost one on that.
Always takes a little while for high schoolers to get the kind of the nerves out, and the jitters and stuff, but Silverton's hoping to settle in real quick.
That's one of the things that offensive coordinator Dave Klein wanted to do. So here we go, back in the shotgun again. Ferguson takes the ball. He's looking to pass. Oh, shoot.
Boy, the defense really is playing off. I think they're going to look to exploit that.
Yeah, was that Josh Craig there, 83?
Yeah, that's who I saw.
Rare offensive show for him, usually the defense, but unfortunately put the ball on the ground there. So we'll call that a drop. Here we go.
Got 3rd and 10, Doug.
Yeah, big play. See if we're going to have to bring out a punter. Let's see if they can get the first down. Looks like going up under center.
They got 4 out. In motion, Sin.
Shotgun.
And
And
off
to center
Sin.
on the side. Can he get? Finds a hole, but not enough. So it looks like we're going to see the punter here. So Silverton getting 1 first down, a couple good plays, and they're going to kick the ball to the Spartans. So it'll be our first chance to see what the Spartans do offensively. I don't know if we're going to see McClary again. He's been their punter all season. Coach Gregg brought up a younger JV player to see if he could help out in that area. So we'll see who punts the ball here. A lot of switching out on the field there, both teams. Okay, quite a long distance setup. Here we go. Good snap. Hunter's got it. Oh,
could be trouble.
Yeah, definite trouble. Ball was blocked. Corvallis has got it, and he's tackled right at the 8 line. Well, that was definite problem. Looked like he came up right near the middle. Big guy, didn't catch his number. Did you catch that number? They blocked that.
No, I didn't get that number, but I did see those linebackers coming in, and not that the linebacker blocked it, but it just Silverton couldn't handle the rush.
Well, put Silverton in a hole right away. Let's see how the defense stacks up here, because Corvallis has first and goal inside the 10-yard line. It's like about 9.5-yard line.
This is a big test for the defense here. They're going to have to really come up big, keep them out of the end zone.
Similar defense. Got a hand. Looks like he's going right off tackle. That's I think that's their big guy there. Didn't get very much. Looks like maybe a yard, 2 yards. It'll be second down and goal to go for Corvallis. And that was Wooten carrying the ball. And that's who we're going to see a healthy dose of Wooten. He's not too small. He's almost 6 feet, 185 pounds.
He's lined up behind the center. Hand off to Wooten.
Pitch back. And Wooten's got a little bit of space, but taken down. One of the Craig boys stepped up there and took him down. It looked like Finnemore. So we have third down on the 5-yard line. for 5 yards for a touchdown. Let's see how Silverton responds on the third down here. Again, Corvallis is spread it out pretty wide there. We've got man in motion.
Wouldn't be surprised if there was a flare out with Wooten here. Fake to him.
And the quarterback looks like he's going to hold on to it. And I think he threw it away. Incomplete, pass over the end zone. I think he's thrown it away. It looks like they had his number there. He's tried to spread it out, but the Foxes were right there.
Yeah, it looks like Ross, though, number 5 for the Spartans, was open in the end zone. I don't think he saw him.
Yeah, but it's still early to see if they settle down. All right, I don't know much about the Spartans kicking game. We'll see if they're going to go for the touchdown here or they're going to settle for a field goal. Looks to me like they're
lining up for that field goal.
Yeah, looks to me the number 5 is going to take the kick. That's Ross Orman. And let's see how the Foxes respond to this. Well, it's good. It was a good center, good place. The kicker missed it. Looks like he kicked it off to the right there. So Foxes come away.
Dodge a bullet.
they dodged a big bullet. That's tough to get down early. Remember what happened at, 3 weeks ago we were here and we were playing the team from Bend, Summit. And we got down quick because they fumbled the ball here.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is allow somebody to score, the visitor to score, on their first drive. You don't want them to get that traction. And fortunately, Silverton.
We'll see if that makes a big momentum swing. Silverton able to hold them at a 1st and goal and get away with nothing. Okay, here we go with the Foxes, a spread offense. Again goes to Nelson. This time we say Taylor Burton as quarterback. Taylor, number 11, junior this year. Big kid.
Not much going there on the right side there. They've tried the right side a couple of times.
Well, one of the things Coach Klein says is don't expect a big scoring first half. So his plan is let's spread it around, let's get some things going, let's keep the momentum on our side. Looks like Burton again, stepping back into the shotgun. Got 4 receivers out. One of them comes in motion. I think that's Nelson in motion there. Run around looking for an opening. He's got 2 men on him. There's his athleticism. Looks like Taylor turned nothing into something there.
Yeah, that was good heads-up plays.
Yeah, a little scramble. Looks like he gained about 6 yards there. So it's 3rd down and about 3 or 4 to go. Here we'll see Taylor again. Still in the shotgun. 2 people in the backfield. Oh, Taylor's in motion. We must have Ferguson at there. Yep, Ferguson on the line. Nice flare out pass. He's got some room. Nelson's got some room. Unfortunately, goes down quickly. Let's see if he gets it. Looks like it was close to the 1st down. And looks like they're saying not a 1st down. It looks like it's got 1 yard to go here. So he gained a couple yards. 4th and 1. We're clear down on the. So it's 4th and inches to go early in the 1st quarter. Silverton calls timeout, and I'm sure they're going to discuss this because it's less than a yard to go for a 1st down. They've got Nelson who's been, hitting and missing, but what do you think? They're going to go for it here?
Well, I don't know. This could be the second 3 and out, and you got to get some momentum going. And so Coach Gregg's been known to take some risks from now and again. So the problem is the ball's down on the 30. It'd be nice if it was a little farther up the field.
Yeah, I think if they had another 10 yards, it wouldn't even be a question. But good job by Coach Gregg. Let's call timeout. Let's talk it over. Let's get Coach Klein in here to call offensive play. I expect to see a little bit of Nelson, maybe a big bit of Nelson here.
Sometimes when you call timeout, you get the other coach to think about what you're going to do. You might hold off a blitz or something.
Yeah, it could go either way. So let's see. Teams are lined up again. Here we go. up under center.
They're going for it.
Going for it. Hand up to Sin. Going the other way this time, and it looks like he's got enough. It looked like he gained a yard or two. And the chains are moving. So nice job. I think that timeout was well used. So it's another first down. That's a couple first downs already Silverton's got, but they haven't really been able to get out of their half of the field. So 1st and 10, looks like about the 33. And we still got Luke Ferguson in there. Looks like Luke's going to be taking the center snap in the shotgun. He puts Nelson Sin in motion. Fake handoff. I don't know if that was a good pass down there, but I think it hit the ground.
They're setting it up.
They called it complete. That was to Taylor Burton.
That was a very low pass, but
Taylor got underneath it, made a good catch, and they're moving the chains again. So nice throw by Luke, a little bit low, but Taylor went down and got it. Good catch. So we now have a first down on the 44 there. So Silverton's moving the ball a little bit here. Wide spread on the offense. And now we've got Burton up under center. Burton takes the ball, hands it to Sin, who's immediately met. I think Sin maybe even lost a yard on that. He did lose a play, did lose a yard or two, so we're back a little bit now. And I think we've got 2nd and 12 to go, so it looks like we're going to stick with Taylor Burton as quarterback in the shotgun. No huddle here. Luke Ferguson way out wide on the left. Nelson in motion. Fake again to Nelson. Taylor's going to keep the ball. Good run. Headed to half, and I think he's got a first down. It looks like about that may have been like a 15-yard run there.
That was a nice run. I think that's what they're looking to do, is to really take advantage of his athleticism, spreading it out.
And look at the speed of the. They're already out of the huddle, ready to go. Silverton is definitely pushing the pace here, with Burton staying in as quarterback and the shotgun. Calling the signals. Looks like he's going to pass. Long pass. Looks like Tony out there. Oh, it's Ferguson.
It's a nice little game.
Yeah, they're sure shaking things up here. Yeah, throwing the ball both directions, downfield. Throwing it using a little short pass out in the flat, and a lot of the running up the middle. It's quite a change for the offense.
Yeah,
and I think we've moved over the 50-yard line. Yes, moved into the other territory. Again, Ferguson way out to the left. Taylor Burton taking the signals up under center. Hand off to Sin. And again, I think they've got Sin's number, of course. Yeah, that's something their scouting team probably did a lot of research on.
But in this drive, when they pound the middle and then all of a sudden they swing out wide, it seems like it catches the Spartans off guard there, and that's how they made their big plays. So there's always an advantage. You may not gain a lot of yards on this play, but it makes the linebackers stay in.
And that's one thing Coach Klein talked about their linebackers. He said they've got some good linebackers over at Corvallis, and they play up on the line, sometimes as many as 8 guys up on the line. He's going to keep them honest, just like you said. The old change-up play. Here we go. Ferguson in the backfield this time. He's in the shotgun. Takes the ball. He's looking to pass.
Ooh.
Pass down the middle to,
we got an interception.
Tipped off of Taylor Burton's hands, and an interception. Fortunately, Nelson Sin was there to take him down.
Boy, he was open too, but the pass was pretty far behind him.
Yeah, he had to reach back, and it looked like it went off his fingertips, and an alert player from Corvallis gets that ball. Well, that's too bad for the Foxes for 2 reasons. One, they turned the ball over, which is never any good. The other, they ran that back a pretty good distance.
Yeah, it really hurts that momentum they had going. They seemed like they were just coming right down the field here.
Well, we'll see if Luke can settle down a little bit. Sometimes he gets a little like that in the first quarter. If the coaches can talk to him, settle down, I think okay, here we go with the Spartans taking the ball. And I think we're going to see Wooten. Yes, there's Wooten. Oh, big hole. He got through it and gained quite a few yards there.
That was a big hole that he got through there. Wow.
Made a good, nice move, too, to adjust. He made, what do you think, 7 yards on that possibly, maybe 6. And it's going to be second down and about 4. Well, they called it 5, but... And here we go, up under, let's see if we go to Wooten again. We've got a good spread. Silverton linebackers are playing up close to the line, expecting something. Pass clear out to the right side, and good pursuit.
Looks like you got a first down on that one. That's kind of giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
Silverton's run that play a few times to throw it out wide.
Well, they only needed 3 or 4 to get a first down. Looks like that's exactly what they got. So the Spartans moved the chains for the first time off of a Silverton interception. Well, like we said earlier, we have 2 similar teams here, Silver offensive and defensive. And we're seeing a lot of the same type of plays. Orman up under the center. That's number 22, Wooten, in the backfield there.
It's going out wide.
And
boy, he got a first down on that one.
And he is fast, too. I don't know if we have anybody that fast on the team. They were able to shut it down, but not nearly soon enough. And Wooten moves the chains second time for the Spartans. And that's what you were talking about they're working on, is containing those corners.
Yeah.
And Wooten made it around that time.
Well, he had been pounded inside, but he took it out wide, which that's where the hole was.
Oh, good matchup between coaches, too, calling the plays.
Pitch to Wooten.
Yep. Little,
nope. Not this time.
A little quarterback option there. Quarterback kept it for a little bit, tried to get away at the last minute, but Silverton read that and was able to hold it for little or no gain there. Maybe 1 yard.
Good containment by Silverton on that one. You like to see that as a coach, staying on your man and not just focusing on the ball.
Right, they play their positions well. So, well, Spartans are moving the ball pretty good. Let's see if Silverton can answer to it. Now they're down in their side of the field, across the 50. Orman looks like he's going to fade back. This guy is going to pass. He's got somebody in his back. And
no, he was behind his player, too. He threw it behind him.
So incomplete. Go to third down. Big play. Big down here for Silverton, because I think they're out of their kicker's field goal range. So if they can hold them here, they can get the ball back.
This is probably a little far just to hand off to Wooten, but
you never know. Yeah, Wooten made a good run before, so
he can do it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I think hopefully Silverton is looking for all possibilities here. And then you can see Wooten, the second one in the backfield, put a man in motion for the Spartans.
Oh, I think the quarterback, did he trip?
Yeah, it looked like to me the quarterback coming back fell down. And of course, in high school ball, once you're down, you're down. You don't have to be touched by a player. So as soon as the quarterback goes down, that's the play. Well, he lost a yard at least there, so that's going to bring up. He lost 2 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and 11. And it looks to me like they might be going for it here.
Or is that Orman going to kick? Looks like he's going to kick.
Aiming right for the sideline. He got a good high kick, and it's going to hit the ground, and I think they're going to down it right there. Didn't gain much in that, but it did push Silverton back a little bit.
Well, kind of a stalemate here tonight, Doug.
And that's what we expected at first. The teams kind of feeling each other out to see what they're going to do. I think we saw a lot of similar things. I think we're going to see a lot of Wooten and Nelson Sim for the rest of the game here. Let's see who they put in quarterback, since Luke came out with that interception just recently. We've got Nelson in the backfield. And looks like Ferguson up under center. And there goes Taylor Burton in motion. And pitch back. Not a lot of room there. Let's see if Nelson can make something out of it. Made the nice cut, and he is going.
He's going.
He could go all the way. Oh, no. And he fumbled the ball.
Oh, my gosh.
And Corvallis have recovered the fumble.
I'm going to have to get some heart medicine here.
Nelsonson with an outstanding run. That could have been a 60-yard run just from the scrimmage. Makes some excellent moves. Gets clear down to inside the 10-yard line and puts the ball on the ground. Looked to me like the guy come up behind him, popped it out there. I don't think
he ever saw him.
It looked like Nelson was trying to cover up the ball, but the guy come up and got it too soon.
Open field, two hands. I'm sure he's going to get that on talk when he gets back in.
Very unfortunate play. So the Spartans get the ball back, and they waste no time getting back into their offense. One person in the backfield, of course, that's Wooten, Orman under center. Pitch out to Wooten. They've got him. He's a big boy. Looks like about 5 guys on him to stop him. He still gained some yardage, just not his sheer strength there.
Actually, I think he lost a yard there. Yeah, he did. And
wow.
The defense is really pumped up. They were working on this all week to key on this kid, and that was a great job. Nice swarming tackle.
Looks like they actually read that one, and it looks like we've got no, it is timeout because it's into the first quarter, and the score double zeros. We've got nothing for either team, but Silverton was threatening there for a moment. Unfortunately, put the ball on the ground. So good game so far. Kind of a chess game of back-to-back, and let's see what you got here.
Yeah, I think the only thing that was notable, I guess, would be the Silverton's turnovers. Was that fumble their third turnover, or was it just the second?
I think just second.
Okay.
So we had an interception. And Yeah, Wooden's got a few yards already. Had one pretty good-sized run, about 10, 12 yards, and then a couple smaller runs through there. And, of course, this last one, we didn't gain anything. Nelson Sin had a big run, unfortunately. It didn't end well.
You can see why he leads the league in yards, because he makes those sharp cuts.
And that's not like him to put the ball on the ground like that, just an unfortunate tackle. Well, unfortunately for us, they're going to switch ends of the field. They're going to go down to the other end from where we are. And so, yeah, we're clear up here in the south end of the field, and they're now in the north end.
Is this what they mean by the nosebleed section? Is that where we are?
Yeah, we got the good seats. So we'll be looking at the monitor here that our wonderful camera people are.
We see what you see, folks.
All right, let's see if it's Orman under center again, and he's got Wooten in the backfield. 3 receivers out of the right. It's like they passed the one out on the left.
Ooh, tough hit. Nice catch.
Yeah, and number 20 there, that was Gavin Detweiler, who tried to go for the pick, missed it, and of course he was taken down by Josh Craig, who's ever present on defense. Big gain.
Nice catch. Nice catch by Martin there. He had to go up high for that one.
And he held on to it, too, after he got his legs taken out from under him. And it looked like enough for a first down, but I think they're... And the officials have called out time for a measurement. They're going to measure to see if they got a first down here. Of course, we're at Silverton, so we know they're going to stretch that chain out as far as it can go.
About a foot and a half short there.
Hey, less than a yard to go. And I believe we're at third down, aren't we?
Yes.
So 3rd and 1.
Ball is short by a foot.
I think we all can know what's going to happen here. Let's see if Wooten can pound it through, or maybe a quarterback sneak. This might be a good time to try to change it up a little bit, but let's see what happens. Orman under center. Orman's going to take it himself.
Wow.
Big hole right through the middle. Gained about 5 yards.
Silverton wasn't ready for that.
I think they were looking for Wooten, but good call by Corvallis coach to keep the ball moving, first down. And that's the name of the game, move the chains.
The box wasn't loaded up, so they had plenty of space there.
I wonder if maybe Orman saw that and said, hey, I'm just keeping it. But either way, it's a good play. All right, here we go. Silverton back on defense, 1st and 10 for Corvallis. Orman up under center, 2 men back.
Looks like he's got a blocker for him.
And we're going to the second man through, of course, is Wooten. And we're all swarming all over him. Looks like one of the Fenimore boys, last to take him down there.
Wooten on the carry, tackled by Detweiler.
And that was Detweiler who came up and took him down. So good play by the young Detweiler, who's stepping up and filling some shoes that were left by Zeiss and Hilton. So second down, about 5 to go. Same formation, and we're going to see a pass. Long pass. And a good try, but drops incomplete. Number 20 on the far side for Corvallis is Jason Martin. That's who the play was to. We have our own Jason Martin on our side, too. So hopefully that doesn't get too confusing. So now, third down, 5 to go. Another big play for the Silverton defense. They can hold them here. They might be able to get the ball back. Corvallis comes out with a spread. Again, the same 2 men in the backfield. Wooten's the second man through. Let's see what happens. And we've got to see a pass. Quarterback does a nice dodge. He was definitely had his number. And a good pass. Receiver catches it immediately, is forced out of bounds. Looks like enough for the first down. So Corvallis is moving the ball, both the run and the pass. It looks like they're about on their own 34, moving the ball again. Used pretty much the same lineup and kept the Foxes on their heels here.
They've been in this eye for the last few plays.
And we go to Wooten up the middle.
Big hole.
And he got by a few, but a pretty good tackle there by the ever-present Josh Craig coming up from his safety position. It's unfortunate if our safeties have to come up and stop the run there. And I think we're going to be moving the chains. Nope, gain of 9 yards, so we've got 1 to go. Corvallis still in their own territory, but
good time for a pass.
Yeah, and he's got quite a spread there with only Wooten in the backfield. Puts a man in motion, fakes to the man, and comes to the second one through, which stopped immediately at the line. So good read by Silverton, but we'll see if it's enough for the first down. They only needed 1.
Wooten on the carry, brought down by 30.
No signal of the first down there. So it's 3rd and 1. They held that for no gain. 3rd and 1 for Corvallis. Again, the spread offense with Wooten the only person in the backfield. And a quarterback sneak again. That seems to be working well.
Like he got it.
Yeah, Orman's pretty quick and pretty good. He read the hole real well, followed his center right through the middle. Got enough for the first down. Looked like about 3 yards, and we needed 1. Moves the chains again. So it looks like they're on their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10, and they're back. Well, the same spread offense there, Wooten in the backfield.
It's a real test for their offense. They've been on the field for a while.
Man in motion, fake to the man, and then they go, no, they went right to the guy in motion, so even fooled me. But didn't fool the Foxes, though. They seemed to shut that down pretty quick. Looks like he lost a yard on that play. So a good read by the Foxes.
Yeah, they did a nice job on that. That's been their meat and potatoes on defense. Is they're tough on the run.
Those linebackers come up and fill those holes, but we'll see how they do on this this real spread offense. They take them out to the corners quite more than we've seen this year. Pass to the outside, number 20, that's their Jason Martin, and he's got, looks like 12 yards. Excellent pass.
Yes.
Excellent route that he's run.
Threw it where it needed to be. Nice tight spiral on the ball.
Move the chains.
It's either going to be an incomplete pass, but there is no going to be interception with that kind of a throw.
Yes, very good throw. So again, they've moved the chains, first down, and then Corvallis is in Silverton territory for the second time during the game, first time in this quarter. Here we go with the same. Oh, we're going to put Wooten a little bit of a motion here, put him up into more of a tight end kind of path. They're looking for Wooten here. Yep, right to Wooten. And they've got it covered, but Wooten still gets away. It looks like he gained quite a few, though.
Yeah, that's the first time they've shown that one tonight, where he lined up in the left slot, and then he just did a little down and in.
Yeah, just kind of a little tight end route that dumps it right over the top. Looks like he only gained 1 or 2 yards there. So Silverton's got, well, they gave him a half a yard on that. We go back to the eye with Orman under center. And hand off tackle up the middle to Wooten, and he's gained about 5 or 6.
Wooten on the carry brought down by Greg Fenimore.
Greg Fenimore of the Fenimore twins steps up and stops that play. I want to say hi again to Tony Fenimore, their big brother who's stationed down in San Diego, watching us on the internet. Keep up the good work, Tony.
Third and two,
a lot of movement here. Back to Orman. Oh, he's got some holes there. And he's got a nice move, and that definitely a first down. He's got at least 4 yards.
They're really exploiting that right side there, Doug, and they're opening up some big holes for him.
Well, I think the movement of their quarterback's helping out a lot because they can't key on him. He moves around pretty good, and then Wooten has just been able to move the ball. But I think the offensive line, Corvallis, is doing a number on the defense here.
Those long legs, boy, he sure accelerates quickly.
And here goes Corvallis again, 1st and 10.
Right side.
And that's Wooten again. Oh, he slips, and Fox is able to catch up with him.
His knee was down, yeah.
Grouse is just a little bit wet. We had a little sprinkle, but not too much. It still feels in really good shape.
It's like we got a timeout on the field.
Well, Silverton needs to call timeout right now and put the defense back together. They've been playing on their heels for the last series. See if they can step it up. And
like I said before, they've been on the field a long time, and this is kind of a coach's dream when you can keep your offense on the field and your defense off, and the Spartans' defense is getting a really good rest here.
Yes, and that's not good for Silverton because their defense is getting tired and their offense needs to be on the field doing some work.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're away as a coach, you really like to have the ball in your possession as much as possible because there's no scoring going on, but you are wearing down the opponent's defense there.
And I think that was the plan of both coaches because I think they're both teams consider themselves a second half team. So first half is just kind of plain possession ball.
Yep.
Silverton lines up again. They've got some big holes here in the middle. Let's see if Adam Carroll steps up to fill it. He moves over a little bit. We'll go to
flare out. He's going to pass.
I think he's going to hold on to it, and he's going to run. And gets his legs taken out from under him.
Definitely got the first down then.
Good 10, 12-yard run by Orman, the quarterback, Ross Orman.
Wooten on the carry, tackled by Greg.
And again, ever-present Craig brothers making the tackle there. But first and down, it looks like they're inside the 20 in the red zone here. They're calling the 14-yard line. So First and 10 on Silverton's 14 for Corvallis. Again, Orman up under center. And ball's going to Wooten, a big hole, and that's a touchdown. Untouched, went right through a big hole. So Corvallis' first score here. Touchdown by Wooten, a 14-yard run, right up the middle, untouched by Silverton.
I was just surprised to see that because he's been running up the middle a lot, and maybe they thought it was going to be a pass or something, but boy, that...
Well, they guessed wrong. And oh, look at this. Their main man, Orman, the quarterback, is going to take the PAT here, the extra point. Let's see. And it's good placement again.
Blocked.
And it was blocked by Silverton. So 5:23 to go in the first half. Silverton's down 0-6. Corvallis made a nice drive, march down the field.
Good dose of Wooten.
A little bit of a few of the passes here and there as well. Good mix-up on the offense. The coach called a good play there. Let's see if Silverton can respond to that now. They've got 5+ minutes to go. Let's see if they can have a drive of their own.
Yeah, they really got to get something going here. You don't want to go into halftime without putting any score on the board. In this key game, it kind of sets the tone for the second half, too, if you go in with nothing. So I'm sure they're very anxious to get something going here.
Well, we have Josh Craig and Nelson Sin deep to receive the kick from the Spartans. And that's Corey England who does the kickoff. Interesting, he doesn't do the PATs or field goals. England can kick off to either Nelson Sin or Josh Craig. Kicks it way off to the side, very short, and that's a live ball.
Get that ball.
And Silverton makes it scary there for a moment, leaves the ball on the ground. But fortunately, Josh Craig, Nelson Sin came over, and they both jumped on the ball, was able to hold on to that for Silverton. So Silverton ball, 1st and 10. So effective kickoff.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't have to kick it hard for it to be a good kick.
Well,
it seems like they couldn't find that ball. There's 3 guys looked like they were looking for a needle in a haystack.
Kind of excuse me there. So, seen set up here for Silverton. Haven't seen this look before. Ferguson up under center. Put Burton in motion. And we're going to Sin. Nelson Sin looks like he gained a few yards.
I think Duffy even had the band going, trying to fire up Silverton, because it just seems like they don't have a fire under them right now.
Crowd's pretty quiet in the stands. And even on the sidelines, there's not much emotion there. So that's big old Justin Wells in the backfield with Nelson Sin. Justin's one of my favorite players. He just likes to hit people. He doesn't care about that. He just wants to hit somebody. So don't get in his way. Looks back in the shotgun with Nelson on one side and Justin on the other. Fade back to pass, goes right to Nelson Sin on the flat, and he puts it on the ground. It looked like he had a lot of green ahead of him, too.
Boy, I don't know if he took this, if he was watching the green too much and not enough of the brown, but something, they really got to get going here.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes the young receivers start looking where they're going before they get the ball. Look the ball in their hands, boys.
Well, the big boys do that too in the NFL. I saw T.O. drop one the other day because he was looking down at the reporters or cheerleaders or somebody when he shouldn't have been.
Well, look at this. We're all ready to go. Silverton, no huddle, go right into the offense. Luke Ferguson in the back there with Nelson Sin. Looks like Lil's looking for somebody to fast to. And is that
there
Tony?
We go.
No, that's not. That's Taylor Burton.
Yeah, nice catch.
Yeah, again, let's get the ball in the hands of Taylor Burton. He moves the chains. So good play call, good fast play, and it looks like Silverton's ready to go again. Almost this quick no-huddle offense, almost like 2-minute drill here.
Well, they should be ready to go. They've been sitting on the sidelines for almost 10 minutes. They should be anxious to snap the ball.
All right, Ferguson back in the shotgun to Sin on one side of him, and Wells just up in the slot a little bit. It's like Ferguson's looking long there. Oh, he's got him. He overthrows. Oh, shoot. Overthrew Taylor, which is hard to do because that guy's tall.
He is, and he went up high to try to get it, but I think maybe his hormones are still pumping or something, because I think we just put too much on that one.
Well, I think possibly there was a defender in the middle there. He trying to get it over that defender and may have just,
and under.
Yeah, just dropped it a little bit too much. Luke hasn't played a lot of football. This is only his 4th year of any kind of organized football. Here he is a senior, so he's only played in high school. Never played as a younger kid. Hanging it off to Nelson. Nelson's got some room, but boy, he sure makes something out of nothing, doesn't he? Oh, I didn't think he had much hole there.
It closed quickly, but he managed to get through there, and it looked like he picked up a good 6-7 yards maybe. They're not moving
I think he's close to the first down marker. So it looks like they're going to have a measurement here. So timeout in the field as they take a measurement. Nelson Sin coming through there. Saw a few good passes, a few bad passes, and then a little bit of Nelson Sin.
But you feel the momentum starting to shift right now, and if they got to take advantage of that.
Well, that's a good shot by our camera people of the first down.
Good job, guys and gals.
Yeah, we want to acknowledge the camera person up here running the camera for Silverton here, that Scan TV. Right here in front of us is Jerry, your daughter here.
Just, a high-quality person. What can I say? They only get the best up in the booth.
It's good to have 2 Stevens up here. Here we go, real quick. Silverton is ready to go. They didn't waste any time after that timeout for a measurement. First down, and Nelson Sin again up the middle, and he squeezed something out of nothing there.
There we go. They're cooking with gas.
They've just run 2 minutes off since they've got the ball, and haven't had a huddle yet. Ferguson's still in there for the Foxes. He's calling signals in the shotgun. Again, he's got Wells on one side, Nelson Sin on the other. Ball low snap. No, he's got looks like he's going to throw that one out of bounds. Looks like he was looking for Cameron Sin, the other Sin, one of the Sin cousins there, number 33, and just overthrew him.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. That would have been a tough one to thread the needle on that one.
So it goes to 3rd down and about 5 or 6 yards to go. A big 3rd down for both teams here. Silverton on a drive with Corvallis leading 6-0. Ferguson looking downfield, looking to the left, and just overthrows his man. He was open for a moment there. I think that was for...
I think he's got a little too much mojo on the ball there.
Yeah, that was out to Josh Craig. Josh is playing both ways today.
4th and 6.
And I think they're going to punt it. Well, I don't know. Let's see what happens. They've got McClary out there. He's number 10, Justin McClary. He's the punter. He's been doing the punt duties.
4th and 6.
But they're real near midfield, so not a place to gamble, especially still 3 minutes on the field. Right down the middle, nice high punt. Corvallis gets under it, makes a nice catch, and he's coming around the outside. He's got room. Very bad tackle by Silverton, 2 of them, and they're taking down that midfield. So I don't think they gained anything from that punt. In fact, I think he went beyond midfield.
That was Joe, looks like Chally, senior.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice run.
Yeah, he's a number 11 there.
Yeah. Not what you wanted to see again at Silverton. They couldn't do anything with the ball, and so they had to return it. Be interesting to see what they can do with 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes left.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, cheerleaders are underneath us. All right, let's see if they're going to try to add to the score, and Silverton can answer.
Guess who's in the backfield?
There he is. Wooden's got the ball, and of course they read that real quick. That was Adam Carroll stepping up to stop him right off the bat.
Ball came out, but he was already down. Good stop for Silverton.
Looks like
maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe a yard or 2. Adam Carroll's number 52, been playing a good game today. Goes both ways, Plays a little linebacker.
This has a look of a pass.
Oh, you calling it. You could be a coach. Long pass, and excellent catch. Unfortunately, out of bounds. Ball was hard thrown. That was their Justin Martin there, number 20. Nice, long, reaching catch. That was an excellent catch, but ball was out of bounds, so it goes for incomplete. Makes it 3rd down, 9 to go. Silverton can hold them here. They have another look. May have another look at the ball.
They may get this ball back with 2 minutes if they use their timeouts. Got to stop them here, though.
Yes, wide spread. Wooten, the only one in the backfield.
Oh,
and I think they got
they
to
lost
him.
yards on that.
And they got to him. That's the first time Silverton's got to the quarterback all day, and it was a perfect timing.
Great pursuit.
It looked like Adam Carroll and a couple of the Fenimore brothers in on that.
I don't think it was a blitz, though, was it? I think it was just good defense.
I think they had a couple linebackers moving up, but good call by the offensive coordinator there.
Loss of 7.
Yeah, that was Brad Emmert. He's the offensive coordinator. Loss of 7. They don't have a choice to punt now because it's 4th and 16. We've already seen a punt blocked. And we're going to see, first time we're going to see Troy Sin, number 5. He's going to receive the punt. Of course, that's since Jared Hilton is out with a broken leg. And Troy's got some speed himself. Not a big boy, but... and I think we have a timeout called by Corvallis.
Yeah, they don't want to have any mess ups here. You might as well make sure of everything. Your count, your assignments.
I never see some of the young cheerleaders that are in the cheer camp here. Inez Garcia, the cheer coach, runs a lot of cheer camps for the younger girls, gets them involved, and there they are with their shirts and hats and pom-poms. What excitement when you're younger to be able to get out there with the big girls. And, yeah. There's Caitlin Radigan, one of our cheerleaders, working with the young girls.
I always like it when I see the older teenagers with the younger kids, mentoring them, getting them excited.
And not that that's not exciting, but back to the reason we're here, on the football field. Yes.
Troy's ready.
The punter has not dropped back very far, but he's going to do a quick punch, and drops down, takes a Corvallis bounces back to midfield, and we're going to get pretty good field position here, maybe 30-yard line. That may have been maybe a 10, 20-yard kick at most.
Yeah, their kicks aren't great. I'm surprised he wasn't up closer, but it did take a good bounce for the Foxes. So minute 22. Are they gonna do anything? Go for it?
Well, we'll see. They're going with a no huddle, real quick defense of Jeff Ferguson in the backfield.
3 wideouts.
Yeah, with Jess Wells. We'll put Nelson Sin up on the line on the right.
Nelson.
Ferguson's got the ball. He's looking for Sin. And there it goes. Nelson Sin. He's got the ball. And I don't think he's going to get much of anything.
Get out of bounds.
And the clock keeps going. We're getting now close to 1 minute, 1 minute 10.
I think the coach is probably just going to be content to let the clock come down and play.
Well, knowing Coach Klein as the offense coordinator, he's going to be okay with being down by 6. I think Coach Gregg will be pretty happy with it as well. They did get outplayed on that one drive.
Yeah.
And they've dropped the ball. They've turned the ball over twice.
Plus the block punt.
Yeah, yes, and the block punt. That was the third one. So 3 miscues, and they're only down by 6. Ferguson looking big, and looks like he's going down. Yep. It held the ball just a little too long.
Yeah. It takes a lot of experience to know, you got to have that clock in your head. 3, 2, 1, and you got to get rid of it before you hit 0, or you're going to get hit. But their defense was good coverage.
And we got a timeout on the field. Looks like Silverton calling their final timeout of the half. And coach is coming out on the field to talk to the boys.
Yeah, Silverton really did play pretty well, especially their defense, except that one last set of downs right before the touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, and of course the touchdown run itself, a 14-yarder right up the middle. That's got to hurt a little insult there.
But they got to be happy that those turnovers didn't turn into scores.
Well, I think that was one thing. Stop the turnovers first and stop the scoring, but and they were able to do one of the two. So Goes Coach Klein off the field with our athletic conditioner there. That's Callie Martin, who's been running the... Okay, who we got in the backfield now?
Luke.
Yeah, Ferguson and Wells. And they've got 3 up here on the left and 1 runner on the right, just Taylor Burton on the right. Looking for Taylor first. The ball's to Taylor Burton. He's got it. Oh!
Ooh,
just out of his reach. He had some clear running there. He just behind him a little bit.
Nothing between him and the end zone if he would have caught that. But a few blades of grass. Wow.
Well, this is not a time we wanted to go 3 and out, but that's what happened.
Yeah, and they're going to have to kick, and Corvallis will get it back with a little time on the clock.
Of course, Corvallis feeling pretty good about it. They've already blocked 1 punt, so... And the last 1 punt, they ran back for 50 yards, so...
They're loading up the box. It looks
Justin
like they're
McClary,
coming. They're coming.
Coming hard. And he got it off. Nice job, Justin. And it hits the ground and takes a good bounce. That's dead right there. 23 seconds to go. Wouldn't be surprised to see Corvallis take a knee.
Yeah. That was a nice kick, though, by Silverton.
Yeah, they were coming after him, and Justin didn't panic, was able to get the ball off. And I think we're going to go into the half with this score. And I think we ought to prepare in halftime for some little cheerleaders, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like they're geared up here.
Yeah, they're right underneath our window here, and we can hear them having a great time. Well, looks to be probably the final play of the half. And Corvallis in their same lineup. With Orman under center, hands off to Wooten. Wooten gets a big hole, and it is covered up.
Looks like they called timeout. Or they're just moving the chains, maybe. Yeah, they're just moving the chains.
Good run by Wooten. That moves the chains and stops the clock. At high school, you get to stop the clock on the first downs as well.
And they also called a timeout, the Spartans did.
Okay. Well, the Spartans are going to use the last 20 seconds and see if they can maybe get close enough for field goal or try for a pass into the end zone.
They're on the 47. It could happen.
Well, either way, I think both teams have to feel pretty good. I thought the Spartans with the lead are going to feel better going into halftime.
Yeah, especially on the road.
And I think
you always are happy when you're ahead on the road.
And I think Coach Klein's been a little disappointed that his offense didn't see more time out on the field. Especially the second quarter was pretty much dominated by that long drive by Corvallis. So 16 seconds to go. Corvallis breaks the huddle, comes out in quite a spread here. Orman under center, of course, Wooten in the backfield. Ball goes to Wooten again, up under middle, and he's got another hole.
Boy, good thing there's that safety tackle again.
And I think they're playing a little soft up on the lines. Oh, little Silverton play here. They're going no huddle. They're going a fast setup.
Ball's on the 33.
And they are moving 10 seconds to go. They're moving the chains quickly.
Can Orman kick field goals?
Yeah, he's been doing everything else. And we got a pass, good place to do it, and run him out of bounds. So
that's the end. That's the half.
And yes, time has run out. 0 as far as the time is concerned. Corvallis is leading 6-0 as we go to halftime. But the players are not leaving the field.
No, that umpire, he's running over. Referee's running over to the clock. I think he's going to make him put a second back up there. One of the officials, I think, saw him step out of bounds before the horn went off. So I think they are going to give him a second.
And you called that one real well, Jerry. Thank you. We do have one more second. That's enough time for one play. Of course, all you have to do is center the ball.
They could run a draw to Wooten, play action to Wooten. I don't know.
The key there is Wooten.
Yeah. But they got to go 33 yards no matter what.
Well, there's also maybe a chance you've got 1 second. You've only got 33 yards. Let's let your quarterback put it up and see what happens. Worst case scenario, they intercept it right
Yeah,
there.
intercept the end zone. There's no harm.
Of course,
no
we
foul.
can't say that because what happened at St. Helens at the end of the first half, and
Ouch.
Ferguson threw that interception with no time on the clock, and St. Helens ran it all the way back. So,
Well, they've got 3 guys out.
well, Corvallis
4.
is not a risk taker. I think they might just run it and take the momentum and go.
He's throwing.
And I think he's going long. He's going for it. And with a nice arm, he threw it clear to the long jump pit.
Cameron was right there. He read it.
Yeah.
I don't think that guy was going to catch it.
I'd like to direct your attention to the south end of the field where the
So-
cheerleaders are bringing
So the little cheerleaders are going to take the field away from the football players, and they're going to do some cheering. You can see the cheerleaders all clad in their white shirts there, coming out with the varsity cheerleaders. Again, the direction of Inez Garcia, who was a student here a few years ago.
So if you just turned us on, it is 0-6. Silverton's behind.
Yeah, there's a good shot of Jordan there, leading the girls out. And there's Heather. Back you can see Roche, Largent. There's Inez Garcia right there with the dark hair. Looking rather cold tonight.
Bradford, Inez Bradford.
Thank you. She got married. Has 3 kids, I believe, now. She was Garcia when I worked with her. She was in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Very excellent voice. Beautiful singing voice. Also a sprinter on the track team.
Mm-hmm. They got a whole crew out there. I bet you they're all glad it's not raining, though,
Oh,
because
my
it's
goodness.
cold today.
All right, we're going to see the cheerleaders here. Spread them out. Get some pom-poms. Have some fun. Get those little ones to turn around, will you? There we go.
That's always the hardest part, isn't it?
Well, there's Carly Mansfield getting them set up. Carly switched from theater this year to go cheerleading. She was in Dyer Van Frank last year.
Now you never know, folks. Any one of these could be one of the next Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. You never know.
Maybe not.
I don't know. There's that little 4-year-old on America's Got Talent, boy. She stole everyone's hearts, and of course she's very talented.
How do the old Silverton cheer here, spelling out Silverton.
Good job, ladies. Wow.
Well, let's see if they can take some enthusiasm and give it to the team. What do you think the coaches are doing now?
Well, I think they're looking at, the first half is the first half, but, the next 24 minutes will tell what's going to happen here, and be interesting to see if they, if they stick with the same, or like as you said, I think we're gonna see some new things.
Yeah, I think that Silverton's going to open it up a little bit, but who knows? Like I said, Nelson's had a couple good runs, and unfortunately put the ball on the ground, that one big one. But Corvallis, I don't think they're going to change much. They seem to be moving the ball pretty good. It's see what Silverton can do for defense. Bring the linebackers up, maybe put them up on the line to stop that. Linebackers are pretty athletic for Silverton. They're pretty mobile.
Well, we saw some good things from Silverton's offense at the end of the game. There's a couple of pass patterns that looked really promising.
Of course, the question is who we're going to see as quarterback as well. Luke has been the quarterback the last 2 years. He took over last year after the starting quarterback went down, injury. Luke stepped in and finished the season. And this year he's been the starter from the beginning. And now we're seeing a little bit of Taylor Burton. as we see the cheerleaders start into another yell.
Kind of like the Ducks, where every week you never know who your quarterback's going to be. It's not every week here, but at least in this next quarter, it'll be interesting to see who they bring out.
Quite a different thing with the Oregon Ducks, though. Quite unfortunate thing, although I understand Roper's getting better. It's the old trucking thing there. I'll have to get our camera person to help us out with these cheers. Maybe she's a frustrated cheerleader here. She could tell us what they did. Well, next week, Silverton's going out to Dallas. And I know they've got big plans for that. And the week after that, we're coming back here for our homecoming. And it should be an exciting game. I think it's Lebanon, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Lebanon, old Coach Klein's stomping grounds. He was the head coach down there a while. Lebanon has another great tradition. It's going to be an interesting game. Dallas is near the bottom of the pack right now, but I know they're hoping to move up. Dallas and Silverton have had a big rival for a long, long time. Back when Silverton was the old 4A, Dallas was in the league, and then when Silverton went back down to the 3A league, Dallas went with them, and so they've played them for many, many years. So that'll be a good game next week. It'll be at Dallas, so we won't be on the air. And of course, we'll be here for the homecoming game in 2 weeks against Lebanon. That should be a very exciting game.
24th, yeah, well, Silverton needs some wins here to get in the playoffs.
And right now, I think most of the experts are saying this is the one they need.
Yes.
We pretty much have the toughest part of the season right off the bat. As you see the drummers get set up. Hopefully we're going to see the drum line tonight. But I understand Corvallis is kind of in the middle of their season. They've still got some big games coming up.
They've got a big hill to climb. They got West Albany next week. Then they got to face Crescent Valley and then South Albany to close off. That won't be too easy.
No, that's going to be tough, especially with South Albany played against Silverton last week. So, and it looks like, it's still open for the playoff spots in the league. I think we're taking 4 teams this year. I think the first one is pretty much set. But Crescent Valley has made some noise. Of course, we were able to shut them down. Now South Albany is starting to make some noise, and Corvallis is always good. Lebanon has a wonderful tradition down there as well, and they usually have some pretty big kids. So it could be anybody's.
Well, and they've got to be hungry. They haven't won a game yet. And not a conference game. They haven't won a conference game yet, so you get tired of losing. But yeah, they have a proud tradition.
They do, and we haven't played Woodburn yet, who unfortunately has not had their best success as football. We have something fun going on out here on the field as well. Tim Duffy's got his band. He's got his middle school band. He's got his high school band. And he's got quite a few other young kids, similar to what the cheerleaders were doing. We've got a young musicians out here, and they're going to do some playing here under his direction. You can see in the TV as it spans over there. Good job. Good work with the cameraman, spanning all the musicians. Young. And, of course, you can hear the announcer speaking. That would be, of course, Mr. Duffy.
So fans, look up here. Can you all see me? Okay, get ready. We're going to watch. Here we go. Get ready. I'll show you right here.
And they're all looking up at Mr. Duffy. Let's see if we can I don't know if we can get a picture of Mr. Duffy because he's probably standing right next to the cameraman, but he's clear up in the press box just about. There's a few of the drumline members. Yes, they are as young as they look. Those are 7th graders there. Some 8th graders. There's some high school kids right there, freshmen. Oh, there's Tanner, red hair. There's a couple of young kids right there. Looks like they're pairing up. A high school kid with a younger kid.
That's the way to do it.
And Joel's got his tuxedo jacket on. He knows how to dress, doesn't he?
Yeah, some style.
Oh, this is great to see.
Some proud parents flashing some quote togs.
Oh, yes. How often do you get to play with the high school? An exciting thing to do for Mr. W is bring some of these young kids up here and get a chance to play at a big-time football game. That's just exciting. There's the Flecker girls. Fade over to the flutes, trombones.
Oh, must be 100 kids out there.
Oh, there must be 80 or so kids. That's all shapes and sizes, all ages. This is really exciting.
USC, watch out, baby. Marching band, watch out.
Ooh, yeah. Very nice, very nice. They're going to play 3 numbers tonight, and that's their first number. You can see a lot of the drummers there. We have quite a tradition here with the drum line. And drumline both at the high school and the middle school.
They're just plain old fun to watch. The drumline, they really kick it.
And this is going to be exciting. They're going to play Louie Louie.
Eyes on the coach. There you go.
I'll take a look. Captain of the swim team this year. Now we got some of the big drums or big horns there getting into this.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent work by the band and, of course, our cameraman. Get everybody in that. Moms and dads, I hope you're recording this. If
Moms
not,
and dads, they better be here at the stadium if their child's playing out there on the field. Although it sure is a lot colder tonight than it was a couple weeks ago.
Tonight's opponent is the Corvallis Spartans. It's a key matchup for us this week and this season. Integral part allowing us get a step closer to the playoffs this year. Corvallis is a successful team. They've been to the playoffs all the first 2 years that Class 5A has been a part of Oregon football. The first year they won the state championship. Last year they made it to the as a second seed from our conference, and so it's a critical game. We won it last year. It kind of started our season or got our season in the right direction and headed us into the playoffs. I think that's the same thing that it's going to be this week, and tonight is a key matchup and should help us with the rest of the season.
Corvallis is a tough opponent, and they've won some pretty hard games this year. However, we beat them last year, 6-7. And it was at home. We're at home again, so hopefully we can kind of pull the upset. We've had a pretty good week of practice, and it'll be a big game towards the playoffs, so we can win this one. That would really help us.
Bring the funk.
Yeah.
Okay. Corvallis is going to be a pretty tough challenge for our defense, but we've had a really good week of practice. We're flying around. We're all really excited to go out there and kick some Spartan butt, so hopefully we do that and come out with a big W.
One more thing. We need to come out flying. Hit them hard, hit them low, hit them high. Doesn't matter. Come out flying.
And bring the funk. Swarm and sting defense.
Okay, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
So this is Joe Brimner and
Adam Carroll.
and we're gonna dominate Corvallis. We're gonna absolutely. We're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Going hard all week. It's in the bank, man.
Good week of practice. You know, coaches know exactly what they're doing. We have a great defensive plan going on, and offense is gonna be great. We're having an awesome time.
Oh, yeah.
We're just gonna fly around, nail some of those Spartans, show them what the Fox is all about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Anything you'd like to say, Adam?
No.
Well, there you have it, folks. We're gonna dominate the Corvallis Spartans, and it's your news.
Yeah, that was I guess you'd call that a commercial message there done by the Tech Department of Silverton High School under the leadership of Gary Marshall. Most of that was shot by our own Mackenzie Barstad, who's sitting to my right here running the big machine. So she's the one we complain to if something goes wrong, but she's doing everything right tonight. So that was a wonderful interview. You saw the Craig twins there. You saw Jake with his cast. He was trying to hide it a little bit, I think. And out on the field, Levi White, the kicker for Silverton, he was the first one out on the field, came out first and was warming up. So I think we might be looking for something with the kickoff. Maybe he's going to try and drive it deep. I don't know. And Corvallis just now got back on his field, but they reset the clock. Still got 2:30 to go before we start the second half. And just joined us. You missed a real interesting half, kind of back and forth as far as the possession of the ball. Corvallis, near the middle of the second quarter, was able to put a long drive together and score a 14-yard touchdown by their big boy Wooten. So that puts them up 6-0. Silverton, on the other hand, did have their chances. They had a good drive near the end of the second quarter. Then, unfortunately, it was stalled about the 40-yard line, and they were forced to punt. And then Corvallis made a nice long run back on that, was unable to do that, so we've seen some 3s and outs.
The turnovers, I think, were the key to why they're down by one touchdown, or why they weren't able to get anything going, I should say.
Yes, I think that's a good call. And out in the middle of the field, you saw the captains, again, coming out for the second half. Something they still do in high school is have the captains come out for the second half as well and shake hands, good sportsmanship, and show who's got the ball and which way they're going. We're going to see Silverton kick off now for the first time, and we're going to see Levi White. He's a soccer player, and he comes out here and does the kickoffs and the field goals as well as the PATs.
And this is a good opportunity for special teams to show themselves. We'd love to get a turnover here if we could, but even if not, the chance for the defense to come out and put a quick stop on Wooten and see if we can't get the ball back and start something quick.
And there, number 81 is Levi White, the field goal kicker, kind of towering above the rest of the guys there. Levi is a pretty big kid. He's also on the track team, runs 400. Good, strong leg. And that's the kickoff team right there, getting together with their coach. Looks like the game ball.
Yeah, hopefully they can get that offense going and really start to take advantage of the athleticism that Silverton has.
Of course, first, we're going to have to stop them on defense.
Yep.
And we've had quite a bit of Wooten. Of course, he is one of the top runners in our league, and quite a few yards already. He and Nelson are right in the middle there. What are they, 3 and 4?
4 and 5. Nelson's got about over 600 yards, and Wooten's about 465.
And that should change after today, too. They're going to move up, and both of them doing well. Both fields, both teams out on the field, ready for the kickoff. Levi signals he's ready. Just waiting for the officials to give the word. And there's the whistle. Good kickoff. It dropped right down to the feet, picked up by one of the up men. Oh, he's got a big hole, but closed it quick. So it's going to be decent field position for the Spartans. Looks like about their 30. A 1st and 10.
Wooten on the carry, dropped by Craig at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're calling it 34-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Spartans. Taking a long time in the huddle. Here, defense is already set. Orman comes up under center, and of course the same two people in the backfield. Second one is Wooten. We should see him touch the ball right away. Wooten with the ball, and gained a few yards. Kind of tough yards they got on in there.
Wooten on the carry, brought down by Bremner. 3 on the carry. Second down, 7 yards. So ball on the 37-yard line.
So he gained 4 yards on that. Second down, 6 to go. It's like the very similar formation. It's working for them. Why change it? Going back to the pass.
Yes, I think he got it.
And all by himself, number 7,
Kavanaugh.
Blair Kavanaugh.
It's only a freshman.
And he's a tiny little kid, too. He's got some wheels, I bet. But he got all by himself. He didn't have anybody around him. I don't know if that was blown coverage or just because he's so small they missed him. But that moved the chains and close to midfield. Corvallis in that same lineup there in the eye. And handoff to Wooten, who's going around the right side. A hole opens, and he's able to make a cut back and step over a player, and he's still running along the sidelines and just pushed out of bounds.
I think it's coming back, Doug. I've got a flag out here right where they usually call holding. We'll see, though.
I can see a flag way back there, and Corvallis is applauding, so it doesn't look good for Silverton.
No.
That was Greg Fenimore with the touchdown-saving push out of bounds on Wooten.
There you have a penalty flag on the play.
And here's the penalty. There's the official. Let's see what he calls.
Crack back block. Oh, that's
That's interesting.
Illegal block.
A little black on the defense. You don't see that called much.
No, you don't.
Penalty is refused.
And of course, they refused it because that was quite a gainer. That puts them clear down at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. So Corvallis is knocking on the door again. This is the 3rd time they've been this close to the end zone inside the 20. Of course, the first time was after that block punt, and Silverton stopped them. Second time they scored on that 14-yard run by Wooten up the center.
I guess it's enforced after the play, huh?
So it's halfway to the
Half the distance.
yeah, half the
to the goal.
distance to the goal, so it makes it 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. Very unfortunate call for Silverton. Another one of those miscues that the coaches don't like to see, especially this early and in this position on the field. There's Josh Craig trying to fill the hole. They give it to Wooten right up the middle, and it looks like they found that.
They were
That's-
ready that time.
Yeah, see the linebackers were getting up in the slots there,
Yeah.
not letting that happen. Well, that's what the Craig boys talked to me about, filling those gaps. They said that their job to be everywhere all the time, fill those gaps with the big guys and make sure they can move for the passing.
Although I guess he got 4 yards out of that. It didn't look like it, but it sure looks like he did. They got the ball on the
Well, I think
1-yard line.
yeah, I think he moved the pile is what he did. So here we go, Wooten again, and they got him in the backfield.
Oh, might even lost a yard on that
Yeah, that looked like.
one. Big defensive stand there.
Yeah, I think that was Greg Fenimore up on that, and one.
Carry tackled by the right side of the Silverton line, headed by Carroll.
Yeah, I think Adam Carroll, Greg Fenimore, and I think Josh Craig got up in that.
5-yard line.
And that was a good play. Let's see, they pushed him back. They say the ball is now on the 3. So
He did lose a few.
third down.
Back to the original line of scrimmage. Wouldn't be surprised if they went wide.
Well, they've still got Wooten in the backfield, but he's by himself this time.
Yeah,
Roll out, pitch back to Wooten. He's got lots of space and lots of ground. Number
No
55,
signal.
Jeff Koenig, right there.
No.
Koenig made a nice open field tackle. It was get him now or score him, and Koenig, very nice job. Way to go, Jeff.
Wooten had stars in his eyes. He
Yeah.
thought he was going to score, but what a great tackle.
Wrapped his arms around him and brought him down. Okay, ball's back on the 1 yard line, and it's fourth down. So
They're going for it.
of course.
This could
It was fun.
be a game turner play right
And timeout called by
Yeah.
Corvallis. So here we see Coach Emmert, the defense coordinator, coming out on the field.
here. Yeah, you want to get everything right here because this could turn the game around. I mean, low-scoring game. The next score could be pivotal in whether it's.
Yeah, especially with the turnover bug. Well, they've had a lot of success with quarterback Orman taking it himself
Yeah.
on the sneak. They've done that twice on the 3rd and 1 or 2, and he's been successful. So I think probably Silverton's going to look for that, but they can't disregard Wooten at all.
That's right. You never can.
And Coach Emmert went off the field trying to get his guys excited. And looks like Corvallis coming right out of the huddle into the stance, going right off the sidelines. Here we go. 4th down, 1 yard to go, early in the 3rd quarter. Man goes in motion, followed closely by Craig. So it looks like he's going to
in.
Orton and up and over.
Yeah, he's in. We got a signal over here.
Okay.
Must
There
have
is a
just broke the
touchdown.
plane.
So Wooten gets the score, up and over. I think he just barely made it in, but he did break the plane with the ball. Ball went first, and he looked like he dropped it after he crossed the line, so that's good. And I think they're going to go. Yeah,
for 2.
they're going to go for 2 here. Why not? It's 12 now, so it can't hurt them either way. Big spread defense, just Wooten in the backfield.
Play action. No,
He's going to roll out and long pass just off the fingertips of their Jason Martin. Good pass. Could have brought it in. He would have had the 2 points. As it turns out, that's now 8:29 left in the 3rd quarter, and Corvallis goes up 12-0. Not a very long drive. A couple good plays and a penalty.
Well, Coach Gregg isn't one to panic here in this situation. I mean, our team can score a lot of points, so, and it's good that it's only 12, so that's helpful.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Those 2 extra points, both failing. See if that comes up difference.
They can.
I think we've got the kicker with Levi. He's been pretty good this year, but we have to get the chance to use him here.
Got to take control of that ball and keep the ball.
And the special team coach taking a long time with the players for Silverton before he sends them out there, trying to get them excited to do something. They can change it right here. Again, we've got Nelson Sin and Josh Craig deep for the field for the ball, and I think we're going to have that Corey England kicking off again.
Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah, and last time he just dropped it short, just between the players. This time, big kicks going right to Nelson. Nelson sits. Oh, and he drops it right on the goal line. Has to pick it up, come back for it. Good run up the middle. Made a couple moves, and he's going to get it out to about 20, 25 maybe.
Well, that's pretty good considering.
A little scary him putting it on the ground right then and there. So we're going to see what happens. Silverton offense. See what they discussed in the halftime.
Yeah, for 4 minutes they haven't touched the ball yet. They didn't touch it that much in the 2nd quarter. Be interesting to see how sharp they are.
Well, this is not time to go 3 and out. All right, here we go. Silverton breaks the huddle. And Taylor Burton.
Taylor.
And where is Ferguson? Ferguson's way out wide to the right. And we're putting in Nelson.
He's going to take it
and
himself.
Taylor's taking it himself, see if he can get it, turn the corner.
Yep.
Just about turned the corner, got a few yards there.
Burton on the carry, tackle by Castile.
Moving those chains. Good job.
So, good run by Burton. Made it around the corner and got him 10 yards, 11 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 on the 30.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Burton again in the shotgun. He's got Justin Wells back there with him. And Burton back to pass. Quick pass. Right out to the left. The player real quick. That was Nelson Sin. Caught the ball. Gained a few yards.
It's like about 5 or 6 there. This is what we were expecting.
And notice we're still in the hurry up. Plays coming in and looks a little disorganized now, but that's by design. Got Zach Tony wide to the right, Luke Ferguson wide to the left. Got Josh in on the slot. Josh Craig goes in motion. Burton in the shotgun. Looking over for Ferguson. Ferguson goes up and I want to see a flag on that.
Looked like he tackled him by his helmet.
It looked like he grabbed him.
But did he grab the face mask?
They didn't see any flag.
That was a strange looking tackle.
That was. I mean, he looked like to me he had his helmet. He must have had underneath his shoulder pads or something, because they didn't see a flag and the official was right there. So we'll call that legal.
Either way, it moved the chains.
And it did. And
we're marching now.
Tony's now out on the left and Ferguson on the right. Burton in the backfield. Burton's looked for Ferguson again. Now he's going to take it and he's going to run it up the middle.
Not much there. That hole opened and closed quickly.
Quarterback draw there. I don't know if that was by design or if Taylor just didn't see what he liked. There's a big picture of big number 15, Nico. Nico's been playing a pretty good game, going both ways there. And Adam Carroll, 52 at the center. Another big hitter.
For some reason, they're having trouble getting this play off.
Yeah, we'll see how that affects him here. Okay, we got Sin in the backfield. We're going to Sin. He's going to got the ride to the right.
No.
And in the backfield, number 75.
Well, that play just didn't quite look as sharp as those first few ones there.
Big Dustin Shearer. He's a big guy, 6'2", 240. He sure got back in the backfield quickly.
Yeah, he did.
And running down Nelson Sin is not an easy task. Good athletic move. So, loss of 3. That goes to 3rd down, 13. Not a good time to stall, boys, near midfield.
No.
Ferguson goes back to quarterback, goes back into the shotgun. He's got Wells on his right, Nelson in the slot. Ferguson looking over there, and he's got in the middle. And that looked like an excellent play. I don't think they got the first down on that. That was to Justin Wells. Haven't seen a call yet. Looks like they gained about 8 or 9, so it's still 4th down and 4 to go.
On the 50.
Right at midfield. Looks like they're going to go for it here. This would be a good time to do that.
This is what they've been working on all week. Right. This quick
little confusion there, but Wells in the backfield again. Ferguson in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, hand to Nelson. Nelson's got at least the first down and more before he slides. Slips on the field and goes down. But he's going to move the chains.
You know, I was saying during practice this week as I was watching him, somebody needs to buy that kid a longer cleats because he was slipping and sliding on that field over there. And I think he would have got a lot more yards if he wouldn't have fall down.
Well, that's his style of running, too. He's low to the ground. He cuts and cuts. And, you know, the footing is so important. Well, that moves the chain, so
That's-
gutsy call on that 4th down with that man in motion. And here we go with the man in motion again. Ferguson in the shotgun. Ferguson rolling out to his left. Good pass. Oh,
Ooh.
overthrew. He was aiming for Nelson. It almost looked like he was going to Zach Tony, wasn't
And
it?
Luke was open too.
Was that Luke over there? I thought it was Zach. Anyway, both.
He had 2 choices.
And he kind of threw between them.
Yeah. But it's only 2nd down.
And got it in their territory. Looks like the ball's about the 40, 42-yard line.
It's like
Ferguson moving up under center this time, taking the ball to Nelson Sin. And
That's a big
Nelson
gain.
breaks a few tackles, does a couple good runs.
Oh.
Yeah, and looks like he got about 8 yards there.
I've been watching Corvallis the last couple minutes, and they're kind of looking at the sideline like, what are we doing? And so I think Silverton knows that and is taking advantage of that.
2 very similar teams. This is a lot what we saw Corvallis do in the 2nd quarter. Silverton taking a long drive here. We got 3rd and about 3 to go after that run from Nelson Sin. Again, we're going to see Ferguson. And a fake
Looks like he got
handoff looked like it went to Justin.
And we're moving those chains.
And Justin Wells, I believe, with a good run. Yeah, it's something you got to do for your fullback every once in a while. Give him the ball, make him happy.
Yeah, he's been blocking his brains out, so you want to reward that.
And he had that big catch a little while ago. It's a good play. All right, here we go. Silverton still in the hurry up. No huddle. Ferguson back in the shotgun. Ferguson's got it looking to pass. Going right for Nelson Sin out on the right side. And Nelson is swarmed under pretty quick, but he did gain a few yards.
Nice pickup.
So we're looking to get into the red zone, close to the 20-yard line. We're looking down about the 25 now.
At the 25-yard line,
2nd and 6.
gain of 3,
And they're ready to go.
yards to go.
Yep. So it looks like Burton's going to take the ball now. Yep. Burton is back at quarterback. He is in the shotgun. We got Ferguson way out to the left. Burton is looking. He's going to run it. He's got Ferguson open, but he's going to hang on to the ball, and he's going to be taken down. Yeah, I just think running out that way and throwing back over your body is just too difficult for a young kid like
It's
that.
hard for everybody to do. It's not the way it was meant to be.
No, body doesn't work like that sometimes.
Loss of a yard back to the
Yeah.
25-yard
So
line.
lost a couple yards. We're going to send us back a little bit. 3rd down. 3rd and 8 to go at, what is that, about the 28-yard line there?
26.
26-yard line. And again,
Big play here.
yeah, Taylor Burton is calling signals again. Puts Nelson
Drops
puts
the
the
ball.
ball on the ground and is swarmed
No.
immediately.
Not what you wanted to see.
Well, we're going to have long 4th down, 4th and long here.
Burton on the carry, come
Definitely a
back
low
in.
snap. I mean, he did drop it, but it was only a couple inches off the ground anyways. And they were coming. Corvallis had the box loaded. They were coming in.
Yeah, that's a good time to send your linebackers long. Now let's see what they do here, because it's the same thing. We've got a 4th and 11 to go, and Ferguson moves back into the quarterback position. Burton gets off to the right. Ferguson rolling off to his right. He's looking for Burton deep in the end zone. Excellent catch.
Got Burton for the first.
Was that Burton?
Yeah, for the 1st down.
Well, what do you know? It looks like a 2-man game here
Yeah.
between the quarterbacks.
This musical quarterbacks is paying off.
Pass is good for the first
Well, they both
down.
have their attributes, really.
Yeah.
Taylor does great things with the ball, but I think Luke, the experience, really, his patience there, looking for that play to develop. So 1st down, and 10 to go at the 15-yard line. So we're in the red zone. First time today. Ferguson fades back. He's going to get hit.
Get rid of it.
No, he's thrown back for a big loss. Number,
Is that Sari? Bo Sari, number 12?
well, no, he
Outside
came
linebacker.
unblocked from that left side.
Nobody touched him.
Yeah,
Back to
and I think our line coach has got a few words to say, but that's a loss of 12 yards. That makes it 2nd and 22. They moved it clear back to the 29-yard line or so.
And Silverton knew that they blitzed quite a bit, especially from the outside. They were working that on practice, too, to try to
And
pick
here
that
he
up.
comes
Here
up
he
again. Looks like they're coming at him again. But, good call with the...
back to the original.
Yeah. Well, he gained maybe 4 yards.
Or
Nelson.
not the original.
Yeah,
sorry.
Nelson City got about 4 yards there, so it's going to make it reasonable. But still.
Boy.
On the carry, brought down by England.
3rd and a lot.
5-yard line.
3rd and 18. Well, this is 4-down territory, so they can get about half that back now.
Don't have to get it all right
Yeah,
now.
so don't panic. And Ferguson still playing quarterback here. In the shotgun with Wells off to his left. Rolling out toward Wells, his left. Stop. Long pass into the end zone and overthrown it. He overthrew that by about 5 yards. So that's not good. Let's see what we're going to do here. 4th and 18 at the 25. Still haven't seen a huddle by Silverton. Here comes the play.
Looks like they are going to huddle on this one.
Here we got a brief huddle. Ferguson just got the play from the sidelines. Coach Klein sends Ferguson in with his own play. Ferguson's going to go in the shotgun. He's got Wells in the backfield with him. He's got 4 men heading out.
4-man rush.
A long pass into the end zone.
Oh,
Just off. Well, if you couldn't tell by the crowd noise, ball dropped incomplete. Ball gets turned over on downs to Corvallis. Silverton has a threat. Got down inside the 20 for one play before they were knocked back. So Corvallis answered to Silverton's drive there.
Coach Gregg must not have thought a field goal was what he wanted there. He must have wanted 6.
Well, and this, yeah, I can understand either way, but it's quite an angle when you get to the high school, the way the tash marks are set up. So, and here we go. Let's see if we're going to see Wooten again. Orman under the backfield gives it to Wooten, and Wooten's met immediately at the line of scrimmage, gets nothing.
Wooten on the carry tackle by Carroll. Stops for no
Adam
gain.
Carroll in that tackle again. Adam's doing a good job. Yeah, big red head
Third quarter to score.
is playing a good game. Well, there you go. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
All right.
And Corvallis has 12. Silverton has nothing.
Tonight is 4-6. 4-5.
You know, I hate to say it, Doug, but when I was at practice this week watching the Foxes, their defense was looking good. Offense was kind of struggling. And they just couldn't seem to put it together. And so far, that's what the scoreboard's saying, too.
Well, 2 scores down, and Corvallis with the ball. And they're moving down to our end of the field now, so we can see a little bit of what's going on. Corvallis has been moving it pretty good. They haven't. Silver can hold them here. It'd be nice, but it's 2nd and 10 after the turnover on downs.
Yeah, their Spartans are mistake-free football tonight.
And I think that's, like you said, has been the biggest difference. For your psyche, it doesn't go good. You get a good run and you put the ball on the ground.
And just, and plus you hang on to the ball for a long time. And they
I
get-
think
and they-
defense. I think the Fox's defense is getting tired, like you said.
Yeah.
All right, Corvallis gets the ball here. Their big number 49, Sanders, back in the field with Wooten. Pass out at the outside. Number 7 with the ball, and he is pursued and brought down, but it looks like he's got a first down.
Kavanaugh again, the freshman.
Like I said, I think he's got some speed.
Yeah, they like to get him out there isolated with a blocker and see what he can do.
Well, so far he hasn't disappointed him.
Vessel catcher that last pass.
The only thing the coach might have liked is if he would stayed in bounds to keep that clock going, which he didn't, but he did get the first down, so coach will take that. No, he didn't, sorry. No, actually, it is a first down, isn't it? Yeah.
It should be.
Should be
First down. Uh-oh.
He could be
I
gone.
think Wooten broke free on that one. Yeah.
That could be the backbreaker right there. Just like the last touchdown, right
Dominic
up the middle.
Wooten takes that ball. And it's a pretty good run there. What was that, about 65 yards? Right up the gut, right up the middle of Silverton's defense. Just off tackle on the right.
His speed it's just tough, his speed, because he gets to full speed pretty fast.
Yeah. And our defensive backs, they aren't slow, but they couldn't catch him there. So that makes it 18-0. Corvallis has looked real good on offense. Silverton has just been sputtering. And looks like they're going to go for 2 again. Foreman up under center with just Wooten in the backfield. Going to be a quick throw, and he's swarmed.
Nope.
And they got him. So that goes as nothing. That goes as a failed attempt.
Special teams aren't doing too well for Corvallis, but when you got 3 touchdowns, and the other team has none.
Yeah, that's that's 3 scores. So
one good thing though is Silverton does have the ability when they're down to stay focused, and they got it right now. They just got to stay focused.
Well, I don't want to jinx them or not, because this is not definitely the end of their season, but this is an important game to go to playoffs, because this is a game like South Albany. They could have won. They can win.
Right.
They should win. And if they don't, it makes it more difficult as they get later in the season when it gets to must wins. So this isn't a must win, but it's pretty close to one.
Well, let's see if special teams on our side can get something going.
Well, England hasn't really kicked it to anybody, so last time he kicked it, we put it on the ground. So, and there goes England. Good kickoff right down the middle. Looks like Nelson Sinn's going to step underneath it, and he's going to take the ball about the 5 or 6 yard line, right in, up into the gut. And he gained a few yards there. Look, about a 20-yard run back. It's like he's going to be about the 25, is that 30-yard line?
Almost the 30. That's
good run.
Good run back.
There's definite breathing room there. Let's see if Silverton can do something with the ball. Now, it's definitely not a time to panic. They've still got 11 minutes. Scores happen quickly, even with runs.
They do need 3 scores,
but they are going back into the shotgun again. With Ferguson with the ball. He's going to throw. He goes right to...
Is that Tony? Complete on the 38.
Yeah, nice play.
They can move the ball. We've seen them do it many times.
It's about a 13-yard play. Real quick. The old West Coast offense type play that Scott Gregg played under when he was in San Francisco. And here we go with another one. Low pass. Looks like the receiver got underneath it and made a good catch. That was Nelson Sinn for the catch. And looks like he gained about 8 yards there.
Yes. At some point, they are going to have to take a shot down the field. They do have to score 3 times.
Well, they're not panicking. They're just trying to move the ball. Justin Wells up the middle, and Justin gains a few yards, gets a definite first down there. Luke taking his time, looking for the quick dump off.
First down helps, stops the clock.
And we're seeing a big healthy dose of Luke Ferguson's arm here. Low snap. Luke rolls to the right. He's looking. Oh, he's got him. He's got him all the way. Nelson Sinn all by himself. Good catch, Nelson. He could have called for a fair catch on that.
And he broke free.
Nelson Sinn with a touchdown. Oh, they had him right there. Nelson was able to break free and go for a touchdown. Luke put that thing up for grabs.
How did
Nelson,
he catch that ball?
I don't know. It looked like it was a punt the way Nelson went up there. He went up high for that. Silverton, looks like a Corvallis player, went up and misread it, missed it.
I think he jumped too soon.
Yeah, I think
and
he did.
Nelson just stayed focused, and he's not the tallest guy on the field, but he's the guy with the ball when it's all said and done.
Yeah, good athletic move too, because they should have had him right there, but Nelson's able to
he
get
wanted.
free.
He just fought off a couple times.
All right, we're going to see Levi White attempt a extra point here.
Okay, now this is interesting, but
And looks like they blocked it.
no, it's
But it went up and good. I thought somebody got a hand on that, and it still was good. So good job, Levi. That brings the score now to 7 for Silverton, 18 for Corvallis. Still 10 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
I said they needed to go down the field. I'm not sure that was exactly what they thought they wanted to do, but it worked.
It did work, and I think that that's going to be good for both ways. I think Silverton's got some momentum now. They feel real good. Their defense just needs to step it up. Of course, Corvallis knows that might have been a little bit of a fluke, and
but still, that's
they still got the score though. Yeah, 7, scoring 7 like that. Silverton now feel they're only 2 scores down.
And they did score quickly, and that's always a psychological edge against your opponent who, is kind of just back on their heels with those quick plays, no-huddle plays.
So it looks like number 30, Chase Patton, back to receive the kick for the Spartans. Levi White setting it up for the Foxes. He's going to give that a kick. He's been dropping that short, just short of the between the up man and the back man. Let's see how he does it this time. Does the same thing, makes an interesting bounce, and goes into the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. Spartans ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That could have went either way. If he would have touched that ball, or if it had stopped on the 1, that could have been a big help for Silverton, but all for naught.
Well, it's also a way to keep him down. I think that's why they'll accept the thing taking at the 20 as well. So here comes Orman, the quarterback, number 5, with the play. Gets it into the Spartans who break the huddle. So Orman's going to be up under center in the backfield. He's got the same 2 guys. And we're going to see Wooten right away, fighting for yardage. They had him at the line of scrimmage, and he's able to fight past that, break a couple tackles just on his strength.
Yeah. He picked up about 3 there. And they're just going to be.
I think that's all we're going to see is Wooten, maybe some short passes, but they're interested in running some time off this clock. It's now under 10 minutes to go. I don't think they've underestimated Fox's ability to score, but it's just a matter of don't let their Fox's offense have it back.
Yeah.
Wooten's back for a pass, looking over to the right, and drops incomplete.
Uh-oh.
A couple different flags. Looks like we're going to have pass interference, and probably on the Foxes. And I think the Foxes know it because they're backing up right away.
And that's surprising that he did throw, but sometimes that's when you catch a defense off guard, you can get that flag, and it's as good as a completion.
Because that also makes a first down, automatic first down. So here it's a 15-yard penalty. And the chains are moving.
Moves the ball up 15 yards to the 37-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go.
Moves the ball up to the 37-yard line for the Spartans. First and 10. It's only their second or third play off of that kickoff now, and they've already taken a minute off the clock. Wooten is met immediately, but he still fights ahead. So he didn't gain much that time, but makes it 2nd down and 10.
Well, the defense is really going to have to step up here. I'm waiting to see when the coach is going to maybe try to put some pressure on them. Although if they're just handing off to Wooten, you can't blitz or anything. But
well, they can do a run blitz, but they got to get those linebackers in the gaps because Wooten seems to have good vision. Seems to be able to cut to that hole. Pass again, and just back to Wooten. And Wooten make one nice play, and they got him by the shirt sleeve.
Thought that ball was going to come out of there, but he did a good job hanging on to it.
And I don't think they got much on that, but exciting play nonetheless.
One-arm tackle.
I think it was one of the...
Probably, I don't know if he's going for the ball, but they do need to get the ball back.
Well, here we go. 3rd down, 11 to go because they lost a yard there. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Wooten. Omer's going to take it, and he is,
That's
held
a
the
big
ball
play.
just a touch long. Looks like we had a couple linebackers shooting in there. And I don't know if it was that Carroll who got the...
Garrett Turney in on the play as well.
I think that was Greg Finnemore came in and take that play. There's one for you, Tony. Little brother's got a sack there. 4th and 15. I think they're going to punt, and Orman doesn't drop back very far for his punts. But it looks like we're setting up for more of a run back than anything else. Yeah, because he doesn't punt it far. And it looks like Nelson took it on the one bounce. Was that Nelson?
Yes.
Got a few yards. So Silverton takes over after holding...
Troy.
Was it?
Martin on the tackle for...
Yeah, Troy Sin. And, so Spartans are able to take 2.5 minutes off the clock here. Probably more important than scoring at this time for them. Before they get the ball back to Silverton. Silverton's got 7 minutes and 32 seconds, and they're down by 11, which is 2 scores. We still got Ferguson in the backfield in the shotgun. Ferguson looking to throw, long pass.
Short.
And not a good throw at all. Very short.
That might do it.
Yeah,
If not on the scoreboard, it sure gets you emotionally to have to keep turning it over.
I'm not a football coach, but I'm surprised we didn't see more of Nelson Sin in the second half. Even though they were down, I still think we could have seen Nelson run into the ball more. I think it was too early just to go into Luke's arm.
Well, and I like it when they throw out to him in the flat because he's got so many moves and good eyesight.
Well, that could have been a good play to keep them guessing if Luke hadn't thrown it short, but as it turns out, it goes right back to Orman and Wooten and the rest of the Spartans.
And they're just going to pound it away here.
Yeah, right at midfield there. So as the clock ticks down to about 7 minutes.
Wooten on the carry, sacked by Carroll and Wells. Gain of 1 in the play, 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Ball from the...
So he gained 1. He's got 9 yards to go. Let's see if they can hold him. Big boys up front, working hard, trying to do their work. So they stop that run, stuff the run here.
Sanders in front of Wooten. Oh, they are going to throw.
And they've got a man open if he can get to it.
That's another one.
And that was their Jason Martin, number 20, who caught the ball. He got past the defensive backs. Looks like, I think defensive backs were probably playing up a little bit too tight to...
I think they assumed too much.
Yeah, and I think probably coach saw something there and said, let's capitalize on some. Yeah. Well, and also having the 2 defensive backs, the experienced ones, Jared and Ricky, both out with injuries. And that puts more pressure on the Craig brothers to step up and fill that void.
Right.
So that moves the score to 24-7. And I think they're going to go for 2 again. Been unsuccessful 3 times. Let's see if how they do in the 4th. And Orman's going to keep it himself, and looks like he's got enough room. Yes, and he scores. So that's 2 more points. Orman on the keeper. With 6:37 to go, Corvallis leading 26-7. What looks like a maybe insurmountable lead here.
It's been another tough night for the Foxes. Offense just not able to get things going. Same thing that we've seen in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's injuries or coming off a tough loss to South Albany, but the Foxes just never really got into groove, never really stepped up.
And the mistakes. I mean, you can't, even though they may not put points on the score directly, you turn over that much on offense and you start to have doubts.
Well, that last interception definitely was not. It was a backbreaker, like you said. So one more time, we're going to see England kick off to the same two. Looks like Josh Craig and Nelson Sin down to receive. Oh, just like my
let it go out of bounds.
Yep, and it goes out of bounds. As I say, it looks like my drive off the tee there. Kind of shanks it off. Nice slice there and sends that out of bounds for a penalty. Foxes get the ball, I believe, at 35. Isn't that where they put it?
Yes, it goes on the 35 when you kick it out of bounds. Which they've always had pretty good field position. That was one good thing. They never were way down in their hole and had to go the length of the field, but nevertheless could not put it together, could not put enough points on the board.
Yeah, just they'd get a few going and get a run, but then it was stopped. And here we go. Looks like still Ferguson back there. Looking, and he's got number 5 there. That looked to me like it was a complete pass. Yeah, they called that complete.
Yes.
Way to go. That was Troy Sin with a very athletic move.
Good job to get the foot down.
I got to see if he can do some hurdling this spring. We're clear up near midfield on one play. Ferguson's staying as quarterback. Another pass and excellent completion. He got enough time with that rollout. Luke did. He was able to spot the open man. Of course, he looked to me, he was looking that all the way. Is that Nelson Sin he was throwing it to? Looks to me he was looking for him all the way.
Yeah, I think so. No huddle again.
And no huddle, it's been good and bad. I haven't had a lot of success with it, but they have kept Corvallis on their toes a little bit. Here we got a pass right down the middle. Unfortunately, it was too low. And that's where you want to get it to Nelson Sin, like you were saying, out in the middle of the field there and give him some running room.
Got to get in front of him, though.
They call that long handoff kind of thing and let him run the ball.
Yeah, you just got to put the ball in the money players' hands.
That's right. And we haven't seen enough of Nelson this game. They've just happened on the field. Ferguson still in the shotgun, as he's been the entire second half. Thrown out to his right. He's got a pass up the middle. Looks like to Justin. Yes.
Yeah.
And Justin.
We're moving him again.
Justin definitely rumbles up for a 10-yard, 11-yard play.
And we know they can do this. They've done it before. But they got to get it in. They got to punch it in and no turnovers. And so
yeah, this is where they've had some trouble when they get down closer to the opponent's red zone. Ferguson barking out the calls. He got a power outside to Taylor Burton. Overthrows him. Yeah, it looks like Luke's been doing a good job with those short dump passes, but those longer passes, he seems not to read
the timing, I think, is off.
I think you're right. I think it's the timing because he's looking for one thing.
And if you see a guy open and you throw it, it's too late because he's already not open anymore.
Here we go with Taylor Burton.
Yes.
Ferguson makes a nice pass to Taylor. Taylor gets a few yards there. Don't think enough to move the chains.
Not quite. Almost.
I think about 8, 9 yards.
Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 2.
As the clock ticks down to 5:30, and Silverton down by quite a few points. Pass to Nelson.
Yes, that's a first down.
Nelson takes a hard shot from number 29 there.
But he's up.
Yeah, Nelson will bounce right
He's
up.
right up.
Looks like that number 20 outweighs him by a few pounds, but I think just about everybody in the field does. Ferguson back in the shotgun, not wasting any time. As soon as the referee starts the clock, Ferguson is ready to go. Ball is snapped. Ferguson goes right to the outside.
Yes.
That Zach? Or was that Burton? Sorry, I missed the number on that one.
Boy.
Yeah, that was Zach
Zach.
Tony. I haven't called his name very often, but that was a good run by Zach after getting the ball. That puts him right down. That looks like
we got 2nd and 1.
right down near the goal line too.
Boy, they can actually, technically they can get a first down, but only, I think it's about 2 inches between the first down marker and
I think they can smell it here. I would look for something to Justin here. No, real quick pass.
That's 6.
Excellent pass. Real quick one to Nelson. That's been working all day. So 6 points for Silverton. They took very little time off the clock, just about a little over a minute off the clock. And that puts Silverton 13, Corvallis 26. Still 2 scores down, but 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Again, Silverton scores quickly.
I think that was the battle plan that they were hoping to see implemented all game long. And just hope it's not too little too late, but you know, that was awful fast score.
Yeah, and the last one as well. So both of their scores have been quick. And looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Putting Taylor in the back in the shotgun.
This only puts them 9 points down if they can make it.
And that moves Luke clear out to the left here. Taylor puts it on.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. Taylor drops it on, puts it on the ground. Well, that's too bad. So that goes for naught. Score stays at
13 points.
Yeah, 13-26. That's 2 scores.
It means it's 2 touchdowns is what it means.
Correct.
And yeah, that would have even.
Interesting call going for 2 points there.
Yeah, I guess he thought he could cut it to 9. You could theoretically win the game in 2 scores. Risky play, but.
Well, I guess he figured being down by 13.
The big question is, can Silverton get the ball? Can the defense get the ball back? Because they have Wooten just as a vice grip. How does he never lets go of the ball?
And even if they go 3 and out here, they're going to take a couple 3 minutes off the clock, and that's may not be enough for 2 scores.
I don't know. Silverton hasn't taken any timeouts, have they? This half?
Good question. I don't know that.
Because they're going to need every single
Well, let's see what they do
got.
on the kickoff here. I've seen Silverton do a kind of a modified, what do you call it, onside
Reverse?
kick, where they
onside kick.
where they kick it just over the front line and drop it down in there with their speed to try to get to it. But it might be time for, it looks like they're lined up for an onside kick. They've got most of their players off on the right side here. And Levi's moving clear over to one side, and he's going to kick it. Oh, interesting
Almost
lineup
looks
here.
like the Seattle Seahawks point after attempt where they overload one side, and yet the play, at least on appearances, looks like it could go to the right side.
I think we're definitely going to see an onside kick here. Levi's going to hit the top of that ball and knock it down, bites it straight up, and
It's
the ball is loose.
No, but they got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was going to hook it there. And
Well, that's one of the things they do is try to kick it hard off somebody so it bounces back, and that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, Corvallis got to it before Silverton. I think it was a gamble they needed to take.
Yeah, 4 minutes. You have to take that. You have to take some kind of gambles. They've already took one on the extra point.
Yeah, and here we go with probably a little bit of Wooten to the left, a little bit to the right, and a lot up the middle.
And they could throw because they've been doing that too.
Oh, they sure caught Silverton off guard last time. There's Wooten moving off to the right. He's trying to stretch it out, but no, Silverton saw him. He's still got a few yards, but
they kept him in bounds.
Yeah, and he didn't make the corner, so it's going to be second down. Oh, I don't know, maybe 5-6 yards to. Oh, they gave him 7 yards in that. Okay.
But he must have went out of bounds because the clock's not moving. That's Silverton called timeout, but I don't. see that.
Corvallis called timeout, I believe. Looks like Corvallis called timeout that time.
Corvallis called timeout. Okay, that's a new one on me. Your clock, you got to get that clock moving.
Well, they wouldn't have done that. Corvallis is smarter than that. It was a Silverton timeout, I'm sure. That's what we get for being clear up here in the
I know,
top
it's
of
kind
the
of a
music
guessing
building,
game.
and we're just kind of keeping an eye out as best
Kind
we
of
can.
Karnak the Magnificent.
And the answer is yes. Or the question is, right?
Well, they want to be. Okay.
All right, here we go. Corvallis up on the line again. So whatever reason, the clock was stopped at 4:23. Corvallis has second down, 4 to go. And referee signals to start the game. Orman under the center.
Silverton needs a turnover here. Up. Bad. Something happened. Bad.
I don't know if Orman kept it for a
Was he
run.
bobbling it? I didn't see. He's got it. Or it was a keeper or something, but again, the clock's not moving. I think Silverton must be using their timeouts now, right now.
That was only 6 seconds off the clock there, and
Since it wasn't a first down.
and he gained 2 yards. So it's 3rd and 1. A very big play. This is where Orman has been dangerous. I think that was a planned keeper.
Keeper?
He's done that very effectively. Of course, Silverton had that that goal line stance.
Yeah. Well, they just have to stop him here. I mean, if they don't stop him here and they get 4 more downs, then they're in trouble.
Yeah, well, especially since Silverton's almost out of time. Well, it's still 4 minutes to go.
But a stop here, that could be a big swing.
And I'm sure they're going to go 4 down territory. So Corvallis taking their time. They're taking time to get a good look. Orman looks over the field before he gets under center, and
Another
he just
keeper.
immediately goes right down over his center.
It'll be interesting to see where they spot that because it looked like he started to slip when he started to go move
And the clock
forward.
is still running. We're getting down to 4 minutes before the referees haven't called anything yet.
The man in the white hat, folks.
Now
and
we've
he's
got
calling for a
a
measurement.
timeout. I think the officials called that timeout. They want to measure it. Interesting why they took 15 seconds or so to figure out they needed to measure. But either way, Silverton got the clock. Of course, the clock will start right up here soon. And Corvallis is in no hurry right now. There's a good shot of the referees marking the ball.
Few inches short. You know they got to go for it. Silverton's got to stop them because they got to get this ball back somehow.
Here we go. Biggest play of the game right here. 4th and about a foot. And I think we're going to see another quarterback sneak, although we've seen the last 2 in a row.
Haven't been as successful as they were earlier.
This is true. I think Silverton is starting to read that.
I'm just surprised. I mean, Wooten, he's your guy. I mean, he's got a lot of power. I would think they would want to give it to him.
Yeah, and very rarely have they stopped Wooten for a loss or even at the goal line.
That's right.
He's a big boy, too. Yeah, you usually give it to the big boy. We haven't seen their fullback take the ball at all. I don't even know if he carries it. But,
No, I don't think he has. Not tonight.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just get him going right up the middle. I don't know. But, you know, this is the kind of thing that Silverton, their defense kind of loves this stuff. They really enjoy. I was watching them during this week during practice, and they seem to kind of get a kick out of when the chips are all against them. And they were playing this game where they were trying to stop the offense from scoring, and they actually gave them 7 downs to score, and they still didn't score, and the defense was going crazy and everything. Big play.
Orman up under center, taking his time. Waiting, and Orman's keeping it.
No,
and
he's not going
getting
anywhere.
Oh, my goodness. Excellent play. Excellent play.
I don't hear either crowd cheering, though, so I don't know what
Well, I don't
happened.
know. The referees immediately call timeout. And I don't think he got anything, but he didn't need much at all. So if
we're gonna measure it again,
and this is
all
all
that continues.
Yeah, and this is all placement of the ball by the referees.
Yeah, it's just wherever the line judge saw it. And the guy in the white hat is gonna disappoint somebody right here.
Well, here we go. Another good camera angle here. White.
Oh, he's on his knees.
Look
my
at that.
He's on his face.
Oh, look at that.
He still hasn't made a decision
yet. See if he slaps
yet.
the pin down here.
I know.
Okay, let's see.
First
down. Oh, my goodness. By the hair of just the ball.
I don't think you have ever created that much drama in your lifetime, Doug. Holy cow.
I have never seen a referee get down on his knees like that to check that
I think
out.
I think he was on his face at one point.
My goodness. It looked like a referee or a wrestling referee looking for the pin down there, didn't it? Well, that's
make a decision.
and then, of course, that starts the clock right away down near 3:45. And they don't have to get much here because it's still 2 scores.
That opens up a big hole in the balloon. The air's coming out quick because that would have helped Silverton a lot. That would have been a big victory.
Yeah. And I know Silverton Winterlaws, they need some momentum going into the rest of the season because they can't be losing any more league games to have a shot at playoffs.
He's going.
And there goes Wooten. Interesting. He slipped also.
Wooten on the carry, tackled by McLaury.
Well, good job by our cameramen today and women to get that shot, especially get that shot at the referee down there.
And the ladies in the booth.
And an excellent job by, we got a new sound technician working over there. And
thank you, Amanda.
Yes, and we've got Mackenzie as always.
Yes.
Seated to my right, running the TriCaster. Hope everybody out there on Scan TV has enjoyed this game. I know it didn't come out the way we were hoping, but still, good game. And there's Wooten, of course, met at the line.
Nothing.
But again, we're going to get down to 2 minutes before the ball is hiked again.
So, ladies, can you give us an instant replay on the referee down on his stomach looking at the... No, you can't. Okay, well, I thought for sure they'd had him because he looked like as soon as the ball was snapped, there was a wall, and he just didn't go anywhere. But he must have squeaked out a few inches.
Well, like I said, it's when it comes down to that, it's all the placement of the ball, and the referees are human. They're going to do what they see it's right. And here we are now under 2 minutes to go. Again, Corvallis with the ball, taking their time. They don't need to be in any hurry. They don't even need to get a first down here.
Delay a game, maybe?
Well, we have an official timeout.
I saw a flag fly. Yeah, he just picked it up.
Official.
That's delay of game.
Delay of game called on Corvallis.
Which is just their attempt to run the clock as far as possible.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to hurt them at all.
Because they will, this time they'll probably kick on 4th down, being that it's 3rd and 15 right now.
Yeah, well, the only thing that does is stop the clock for Silverton, but not after they run off about 30 seconds. So
it's all about the
here we
clock.
go, 3rd down and 15 to go for Corvallis. Hand off to Wooten. Wooten looking over to the right and cuts back in. It looks like he's trying to stay in bounds. He did a nice job to stay in bounds, but that makes it 4th down and quite a bit. And it's going to be down to 1 minute before Silverton gets the ball back.
Yeah, it's going to be 50-some seconds by the time they get the ball back. Got any miracles in your bag there, Doug?
Well, it's not up to me, but unfortunately, a couple plays could have gone the other way. That long pass, it just didn't need to happen, and interception.
Well, and it easily could be 20-26 right now if Nelson hadn't lost the ball on that.
Yeah.
Nice run. Very nice run.
Timeout called by Corvallis. Right at 1 minute to go. They took as much time as they could off the clock before they called timeout. I guess it felt like another penalty would put them too far back. But it's still 4th and 15. And it didn't even look like they were going to do a play. They just stood out there until the clock went down and then called timeout. Yeah, 1 minute to go. Silverton will get the play back, and get the ball back, and make a couple 3 plays here. We'll see what happens. It might be beneficial to Corvallis to allow Silverton to carry the ball a little bit, take some time off the clock, as they're leading by 13 points. Orman in the backfield. He's back off of center. Looks like he's going to punt. Back for Silverton. They've got 1 man back there. And I wish I had better eyesight to see who that was. Oh, bad snap. That's bad. Let's see if he's going to get it. He's going to get it.
But he's going to get it. Oh, that's amazing.
And you know what? That's the best kick of the day for him.
Because he got a nice bounce down on the 1-something. Boy, that was
on the change of possession. Yeah.
I was just going to say, the only chance that Silverton has is a bad snap, pick it up and run into the end zone, and they got the bad snap, but he got it quickly and got rid of it.
Well, I think the difference may have been here. Corvallis' line pretty much held Silverton in check.
They were probably setting up for the return anyways.
And, well, all night it seems like Corvallis' line has kept Silverton in check. They've opened holes for Wooten, and they haven't opened the holes for Nelson. Of course, they haven't had a lot of shots. We haven't seen Nelson. Well, big spread for Silverton. They got 4 guys out on the line, and low snap to Ferguson. Ferguson's looking deep. Along the outside, he's got, looks like Taylor, for a gain of about 13, and he gets out of bounds. That takes about 20 seconds off the clock, give or take, and moves the chains. So something positive there, but maybe too little too late. There we go again. Ferguson in the backfield. He's going to roll to the other side. Long pass. Out of bounds. He was looking for Taylor Burton again, way over on the sideline. He had two receivers over there, but threw it too far out of bounds. 35 seconds to go. Long field and 2 scores. And here goes Silverton up on the line. Ferguson staying in. Another low snap. Ferguson picking it up out of the dirt. Pass to Taylor, who puts it on the ground. That's too bad. That was right to him. Would have gained about 10 yards on that. So we got 3rd and 10. And 31 seconds. Well, we're winding down here. Corvallis has got a tough one next week, so they're going to feel real good coming out of this. But they've got West Albany next week, and Silverton's got Dallas next week, and they're going to be at Dallas, so that's going to be tough.
Well, the time on the clock is what their new record is. Corvallis is now will be 3-1 after this win. Puts Silverton to 1-3. Again, still a chance for playoffs.
And unfortunately, Silverton gets beat at home. First time that's happened in quite a while.
Yeah.
Silverton usually plays so well at home. And I don't know, I think they just got banged up down in both the Albany games, and they just physically weren't as sharp as they have been. We'll see how they do to recover for next week. Here goes Ferguson again. Nice pass. Oh, shoot, I didn't see that earlier. Nice pass to Nelson, middle of the field. Moves the chain, so it'll stop the clock. 14 seconds to go. Excuse me, that was Troyson, not Nelson. Number 5 as opposed to number 3. So nice catch. It's a very nice catch by Troy. Got it right in the shoulder pad there. Good pass by. Here we go. Pass.
Oops. Oh.
You know, it was a misread, I'm sure, because Luke was looking for Nelson, and Nelson kind of zigged when Luke thought he was going to zag. And that took 7 seconds off the clock. We're down to 7 seconds till the game is over. Silverton trying to save a little bit of face, see if I can get a score or get down into position to score. This may be the last play, though. Sends Taylor, Burton out, Troy Sin, Nelson Sin, and Zach Tony. Ferguson in the backfield with Justin Wells. And They just have a three-man line, and they aren't even rushing. They're just standing there. And
Intercepted.
yeah, Luke threw it up for grabs, and Corvallis came down with it. Nelson had Troy Sin had a look at it, but all for naught. Well, that's the game. Silverton had some good looks, but unable to hold back Corvallis' offense. Corvallis wins the game 26-13. And like I said, Silverton is going to Dallas next week before they come back home for homecoming in 2 weeks. And Corvallis is going to have a tough week or 2 weeks coming up against the Albany teams. So things could change in the league. Right now, West Albany is all by themselves in front, and I believe Corvallis may be looking to move up as well. South Albany and Crescent Valley are in there. It's going to be a tight one for those second, third, fourth spots. So, looks like about time for us to go. Unfortunately, we leave you with Silverton in second place. Too bad it didn't turn around. So, we'll see you in 2 weeks right back here. Again, thanks to all the technicians here, and Gary Marshall, and of course Maurice, who always does an excellent job with us. For Doug Osterhout and Jerry Stevens, this is Scan TV's broadcast of Silverton High School football. And see you in 2 weeks. Good night.